In here, I think when you're installing a 16-inch with a solid split ring or split rim, the ring isn't split. There's my rim sitting on top of a different tire. There's my tire. I put the tube inside and put about 2 pounds pressure in it, and then I'll put my lining around the tube inside the tire here, and then I'll slip the whole assembly over the top and drop it on, and then I'll put the ring on. Trying to do it by putting the tire on and then feeding the tube in ain't gonna work. If I run this video, there's a way to do it. I can't hold the camera and do it at the same time, and I couldn't find any other videos doing this. But I'll drop that tire straight on with a tube inside with a couple pounds pressure already, and I need to put the liner, which is kind of wrapped up. I should get a better one, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to put that around the inside the tube, inside the tire, and then drop the whole thing over on top. Wish me luck, I'll let you know. Now, as you can hereby see, I've put the ripped, there's a ripped center line that goes around the tube, which is nicely put in there. There's a valve stem. In behind this piece of rubber is a tube, and I intend to drop it over top of this rim sitting right here, and then put my ring on. But that's what you do. You put the tube in, feed the liner on here. There will be a test after this. The question is going to be, if I'm 61 years old and my truck is a 1961, who was born first? I'm picking up my camera again. I stood here with the valve stem hole and just stood up, leaned it in, and now I'm going to stand the whole thing up straight and hope you drop the whole thing over top. It goes right there on the 1961 F350 with a 292 V8. But the tire today is the name of the business. It's installing a solid split rim, but without a split ring. I flipped it over, I pushed it on my knee, and it went on. I got the last this side to put on a little bit. It's all the way down, the rubber popped out a bit, caught my fingers, just about swore. But so far it's a 0 swear job. Well, after 12 hours of swearing, the last hour I finally got it all figured out. Now it's my understanding that this little valve cap stem that comes with it because if you have even a little bit too much air in it, when you put that 2 pounds in, you have a hard time having the top rim sit down all where it's supposed to. So I'm pull the valve stem out of here, which is so tight, I'm gonna have to put a pair of pliers on that valve stem. Anyway, open that valve stem up, let all the air that's tire now that's in there on there properly, and then get my split ring on. So 20 minutes later, still having trouble. So you can't just put the thing on top, you got to put something under the rim that will let the tire flop way down over the rim. It looks like I'm going backwards. I did let air out of the rim all the way, and I just got to get something that's as small as the rim, so same size, just the rim underneath without a tire, so I can push down, and the tire should go straight down on top of everything. Let me put the ring on. If you fought with one of these, you don't want to make in the video, like and subscribe, I guess. Moments later, the 5-gallon ice cream bucket seems to do the perfect trick. I'll let you know in a minute if that's what you want to use once you get the tire on. Reducing this to a 20-minute job instead of I don't know, I'm probably into it for 4 hours by now. Because I don't have 2 proper tire irons, I've been fighting with it all day. I can't pop the last little bit over. Nevertheless, I don't swear, this is why I do this. I'll be so happy when I complete this. I actually did the front tire of this all by myself last year. It took about the same amount of time. It's very difficult. Anyway, I hope that I'm able to finish this before dark. It's going to be a fail till morning because I don't have a second tire iron in order to stretch this. As you see, I got it down on this side, But when I try to stretch that side on with one tire iron, it doesn't work. And it's just dumb trying, so don't try it. But once that's on, I'll have to position this ring properly. It's been over 2 years since I took it off, but I'll get it off there, get it on there, and be able to put air in it. And Bob's your uncle. And then I put my wheel back on, and everything will be good again in the world. And thank you for watching me as I begin to once again restore my 1961 F350 with a Holmes reactor on it, 250-pound bumper, which just from sitting around for a few years, so I could park it once in a while, let it get a bit older every time. This time, since I'm getting old, I want to put it together super duper. So by the end of the summer, it's something to be real. Well, it's always been to be proud of, but I want it to be an exceptionally well-wired, unique piece of history. So if I'm 61 and the truck is a 1961, who was born sooner? Well, the truck was born sooner. He was born in 61, I was born in 64. And I'm not going to put that together today because nowhere on this farm is there a second tire iron. Have a good day. You're watching Mechanicam pre-YouTube.